Anish, the second black victory, this one after a very interesting struggle against Richard Rapport. Our commentators weren't exactly sure what happened in the middle game. Enlighten us.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, usually when I really have no idea what both sides should do, I assume it's equal, so I assume it was equal. I didn't really... I mean, at first I was tempted to do something, and then I realized what I want to do is not good. And then I thought, okay, what does he want to do? I don't know. He doesn't want to do anything either, so then I was standing, and I thought, okay, if... well, I mean, if we stand forever, maybe it's some sort of equality, and if somebody does something, probably the side who will do something will be punished. And finally he took on b6, which at that point actually I thought, I mean, I could have tried to play more aggressive in the middle game. I could have put a pawn on f6, for example. Then I thought he will go e4, and then I was even considering some ideas with g5, but I was really doubting if that's a good idea. But I thought after trade of knights, I mean, I was sort of anticipating that at some point he will threaten, protect d3 pawn, threaten to go knight c3, and I move the bishop, he goes back to a4, attacks b6 pawn. So I assumed it's some sort of equality, and if I take on a4, I have a comfortable position, but nothing more. I think it's also equal. And when he took on b6, I was very surprised, because I think only I can be better in that position, because I have the outside passer, and his control over the c file is probably not so important.
So yeah, that was probably the first inaccuracy or mistake. Where do you think the decisive moment came?
I think he offered a draw with the move g4, and I think move g4 combined with the draw for is a recipe for a disaster. I mean, at that point, he realized that he can make a pass, sort of, but yeah, g4 only created extra weaknesses, and finally, actually, I won on the king side. He should probably try not to weaken himself, and then maybe just try to sort of let me create this passed pawn, and maybe try to transfer the bishop to c5. I don't know, try to hold it like that. I don't think it was that much, but I thought it was comfortable, especially as I didn't have any hopes a few moves before that. And I think after g4, it's very bad. Okay, maybe there is defense, but I mean, I don't think there is a defense, because there is not like you have to defend against something. It's just in general you have a weak king, and you also have a outside passer, so I think there are too many issues.
What about the opening? Did he surprise you with his opening choice? And also, how do you prepare for a player like Rapport?
Yeah, he surprised me a little bit. He has many systems like that. I recall looking at the system once when I played Badur, and Richard and Badur, I don't know if they work together, but they certainly look at each other's games. There are a lot of ridiculous systems. I think this is not the most dangerous one, to be honest. I mean, I was expecting something similar, but a little bit more poisonous. And but I think, okay, what he did is okay, but I don't really see sort of what's the point of, yeah, I mean, what's the big deal, basically? It's an equal position. I mean, he plays like he's playing black. He plays a reverse Chigorin. Okay, maybe he equalizes, great for him.
Finally, a question. There's a game going on still between your compatriot Jordan van Foreest and your former second and good friend Vidit. Tell us, did you keep an eye on that, and what do you think of what's been happening there?
Yeah, I should probably restrain a little bit, because I mean, I was completely shocked with the way Jordan handled the endgame. I mean, he and his second did a great job. And then all he has to do is meet king e3 with bishop d1 or bishop b5, I think, and then there is no this raid to the pawn on h5. And we actually looked at these positions together with Svidler and Grishuk when we were commentating Magnus's game against Fabi at similar positions. And there are many positions where you don't need the king to hold your king side. And this is, I think, one of those. So basically, but you have to go bishop d1 in time. And he allowed king f4, and actually it was very, very interesting, the position after white takes on h5. He has the h4 pawn and the c7 pawn, and I was now looking at it with our, you know, with our head of our Dutch federation, and he's a great endgame player at the same time, so he showed me how to draw it. But obviously, it was quite difficult for Jordan. I guess now he's losing, but overall, I mean, it was a very bad luck for him that he didn't go bishop d1. I mean, I think it's really screaming to be played, but okay, he was a bit hasty.
Lawrence put it down to a lack of experience. What do you make of that?
Yeah, Lawrence is just a troll. I mean, which Lawrence?
Lawrence Trent.
Okay, I stand by what I said. I mean, yeah, okay, lack of experience, but Jordan has done such things quite often. He is often blitzed out losing moves. I mean, I don't know what that has something to do with wrong mindset or nerves, or But obviously experience will help, I guess. If you lose a few games like that, you will learn.
Well, congratulations once again on your own game and best of luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.